Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another season of the Discipline Therapy Podcast. Welcome to season 6 premiere, episode 60. Social media models are overrated. But before we jump into that, Mr. Yield Discipline is going to do his thing as soon as he gets his headphones on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new season, season six. All right, we got like 11 something seasons in the works.
In the works, yeah, written down.
Yeah.
I think we're up to 11. Well, we're supposed to be starting 12, writing down ideas.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, but season 6, we're back on audio platforms. I know they were missing that with season 5.
Yeah.
Got a lot of complaints about that.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are double clutching, gear shifting. We are evoking critical thinking, conversation stimulating after dark. We have your dose weekly of discipline therapy where everything is completely free. Because if you subscribe, there's no monthly fee. It's free. It's judgment free, sucker free, censor free, sensitive free, and plenty of liberty. God and the ancient ancestors are great, and that means everything else is straight. So go grab your wine, popcorn, and roll a blunt. But the main thing is make sure the children are in bed. Why? Because we had that soul food and vulgar conversation. Prepare your minds, be fed. Light one up, inhale life, and exhale strife. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, you are tuned in to the Discipline Therapy Podcast. We're here.
See, I thought we were gonna say we're back.
Oh, we're back.
But we're here too, so it's okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of exhausted.
Yeah. I've been trying to
come home, shower, take care of home. You come over, set up. It's a good thing I set this up like the night prior.
Yeah, that's because you're always, prepared.
Yeah, I get myself together.
Episode 60, social media models are overrated. Part 2.
Okay.
What do you think about that? You were a model, and you were on a digital print as well, no?
I was a real model. We're gonna get into.
Pardon, Mr. Discipline.
First and foremost, before we get into that, what do you think about this topic?
I think
yes, no, maybe so. Why?
Are they overrated?
Yeah.
Are they overrated? That is a good question, and that's why it's one of our topics. I mean, I think it depends on the person who's the model. Like the way you carry yourself, and what it is and how you're modeling, it might not be overrated because they are. I mean, a lot cheaper. I'm assuming than getting a Victoria's Secrets model to do something.
Okay, cool. I mean, in your opinion is not wrong.
I thought you were gonna say in my experience. I've met some social media models that left a bad taste in my mouth, that's for sure. But again, I'm trying to give people the benefit of the doubt here. That's what I'm saying, depending.
Personally, I believe that they're overrated. And first and foremost, okay, when you talk about me modeling, I model for real. So social media models to me are for paid advertisement. Therefore, social media only. Google them. Where else could you see them? That's how I look at social media models. So I also think it's not real. I think social media models are not really models. I think they're just attention fiends.
Okay.
I think some men and women let it get to their head. And
I definitely think that.
And more often times, women with this is why I believe they're overrated. I believe more often times this is a rarity that it's the opposite. But most of the time, these women who are physically attractive, they have physically attractive traits. On their outward appearance, they don't possess inner consciousness. They might not be kind. They might not be spiritual. One's opinion or perspective. Not everybody has to be spiritual. They may not be the most loyal, the most confident. Keyword, because a lot of them are insecure, hardworking, supportive, submissive. So these individuals create this halo effect. Oh my goodness, she's so sexy, pretty, beautiful. She might be an amazing person, potential wife, trustworthy, etc. and I believe this. I've said this in a prior show. It could have been like season 3 or something.
Okay.
I said that people trust pretty girls.
You did.
This is
You've
one of the
told me
reasons
that.
why a pretty girl could get away from getting a speeding ticket.
Mm-hmm.
You know, give a little thing. Cops like, all right, I'll let you go. Like, you see what I'm saying? People
That's
trust
true.
pretty girls, but an ugly woman, you see the
You
perception.
don't take their word for
Exactly. You see
100%.
the
Yeah.
perception. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying like men are visual creatures, but it's not just men. Like a woman can see another woman that's beautiful and be like, oh my god, I want to be friends with her. She's pretty. I'm pretty. Let's be
Mm-hmm.
friends.
I see that.
You see what I'm saying? So like, you know, it's just for me, I'm big on seeing somebody's soul. I'm big on recognizing someone's spirit, their vibrations, their energy
Right.
when they're around me. I could even see it through a screen. You know, I'm paying attention to the features of the woman. I could see a woman's selfie, looking at her eyes, looking at her lips, looking at her hair, looking at how she's taking pictures. Is she like this? She might be a little shy. Like I'm very attentive. It's the dominant in me
Mm.
that is observing all these things, and I could tell a lot from a picture. Feel the energy through. So I could see. Oh, this one's for attention. I'm gonna give you an example. This might be jumping off topic, but I'm gonna give you an example. Let's say a woman who's working on her body. She fully clothed. She goes to a mirror and she's taking a video.
Okay.
And now she's turning, showing her ass, showing her stomach a little bit. Like that's not for her. Because if it was for her, it would be in private.
Okay, that makes sense.
No, I believe no, okay. Okay. I believe this is a fact. You know, I believe this is a fact. I don't believe this is just my opinion. I believe this is a fact. Because if it was for personally for her, she could take the picture video and send it to a personal friend. What do you think about this? Am my stomach getting flat? Is my butt getting bigger? I got a bubble, I got a cup.
Mm-hmm.
But when she posts it on social media, I don't care what she says. She's looking for that validation. What are other people gonna say?
Right.
This is what I believe.
I know. I agree with that actually.
So like, you know, I don't believe that they're I I don't believe they should be rated. I don't believe they should be qualified as anything, in my opinion.
You mean like a model?
No, social media models.
Well, that's what I mean. But
Because
you don't
these
think that
real
they should
models,
be
they're on runway, they get paid.
right?
You know what I'm saying? And if they post modeling pictures, you might see them post a model picture, and then you don't see that girl for 2 weeks. She don't post selfies like that and none of that stuff. It's mainly for business.
Now let me ask you a question. Do you feel that way even about the social media models that are on digital, like on the digital magazines or whatever? You know what I'm talking about? Does that qualify as social media models?
If they're in if you
Just
could Google
digital?
them,
No.
if they're in places like you could go in the magazine, like remember when I was in those ink magazines and you could
Yeah.
go to Barnes and
Yeah.
Nobles and purchase it
Mm-hmm.
internationally? If they're not if it's not a situation like that, they're not models. They're
Okay.
just social media. Social media is strictly for Instagram,
Gotcha.
Twitter, Facebook. I don't know you anywhere. Let me see. Okay. Why are there more reasons why they're overrated? Well, there's so many filters on social media, catfish going around. You can't even tell if they look like who they look like in person. Now, let me give you an example.
I have to veto that one
What
because I
happened?
love filters.
Let me give you an example. Hypothetically, there's a model out there, very attractive, but she has like wrinkly skin.
Okay.
That could be covered up with filters. It could be covered up with editing, like what do they call it? Airbrush.
Smart as you are.
And shit. Cellulite ass, like airbrush. I'm not saying that's bad because I'm gonna get down to what I like as far as the realness. Cellulite ass stretch marks that could be filtered and edited.
Yes.
So to me, it's like if you're a guy and you see these women on social media that look like this, you're thinking, oh my god, like she's so great. I would love to have her in my life. She might be a good person. Look like a lot of men are dumb this way. That's wifey material. Oh
She
my
looks good.
God. You be telling his boys, yo, check her out. She bad. That's wifey material. I'ma marry that. It could even be somebody jumping off topic at the club. You didn't even approach her yet. Damn,
Just
look at that
just looking
ass.
at her, yeah.
Look at that ass. Look at that face. That's wifey. You see what I'm saying? This is why I feel like they're overrated. But you like to me, I'm different because I'm looking at all the other qualities that you're gonna bring to the table.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said in the beginning. Like it depends on I guess the person and how they
It's very
are.
rare. It's very rare that you find these women who are not shallow, who are confident, who are not insecure, who are not attention whores, who are not
Who don't expect all those gifts.
and who have great personalities and great souls, and they're giving and they're supportive and all that. And they're not like gimme, 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 and they're selfish. It's very rare. Because you meet the baddest chick in the world. She don't have no flaws physically. Great hair, great eyelashes, eyebrows, natural, whatever, maybe not natural, nice full lips, pretty face, tits, ass, flat stomach. But what about the personality?
Yep.
A
That
lot of
counts so
times,
much.
I feel like it's great if a woman has certain flaws with her body. That keeps her humble.
That's
And
true too.
that's what I'm gonna get to with that. The tigers shit, the stretch
The tiger
marks,
said,
the cellulite. When a woman has something she doesn't like about her, let's say she has everything great, but she got a little belly. I like that because that's gonna keep her humble. I
interesting.
can't fuck with those women that don't have a little bit of flaw or don't think something is a flaw, because you're gonna get those.
Those
Women
type that
crave attention more than men. So
that's
I
true.
don't care what type of woman you are, that shit will go to your head and it becomes an addiction when other people are validating you.
That's true.
People that you don't even know. You getting thousands of
Likes.
followers, likes, comments. Like that shit becomes addicting. Oh,
Yeah.
let me do it again. Oh, let me do it again. And let me see how many likes and comments I'm gonna get from this one. Oh, I took a booty pic now. Let me do it again. You see, it becomes an addiction. But the woman that these women, I'm jumping off topic. Let's just keep going.
Oh boy. All right.
So these women, they might be shallow, vague, and they make you think that you need Rolexes, nice cars, and luxury to be with them. What do you think?
Uh, I agree with you when it comes to that. Like those type of women make you, well, I don't know if they make men think, but a lot of people think, oh, I have to have this to even approach her.
They
because
make
she
men
looks.
think that.
Okay.
They make men think that. You know why? I'm gonna explain. If you don't know why.
Because they want the guys with money to come knocking?
No.
I don't know.
No. Because you gotta understand, a lot of men don't have confidence without things. They don't have inner consciousness. They don't know themselves. So if a man who he thinks he's regular and he looks at a woman and says, she's out of my league, he's going to look at her and then he's going to look at himself. Physically, I'm out of her league.
Right. What can I offer?
What can I do to get her? Probably got to have nice shit as far as physical. He's going to think this way without even having to talk to her. These women make these men feel this way. Now, like I was saying earlier, it's very rare that you're going to meet a woman that has everything nice physically, outward appearance.
And inward.
No, just outward appearance, that is going to date a guy working 9 to 5, hard, drives a regular car, doesn't have to be a new car, makes maybe 70,000 a year, doesn't have to make 100,000. It's very rare you're gonna find these type of women that want those type of guys. Most of the time, those type of women that look like that, they've already been spoiled their whole life. They're looking for the 6-figure. They're looking for the tall. They're looking for the handsome. They're looking for the dark. They're looking for the nice car. They're looking for the Rolex. They're looking for the
without having to do much to get it. You're saying?
Yes. They don't even have to work. They're looking for those type of guys. Most of them are. It's a rarity that you're gonna find a woman that's humble, and she's humble in her standards as far as what she wants with a guy for longevity. That I
Okay.
don't believe is longevity. The reason I don't believe it's longevity is because when you're older and you want to grow old with somebody, will those things still matter?
That's
That's
true.
why I don't believe it's longevity.
That's true.
You see what I'm
I
saying?
agree with you with that.
Most of these chicks are just like um a lot of these guys in this generation, the fast money, fast shit all the time, no hard
Yep.
work type of shit. They're just for the moment.
Well, that's also the younger generation coming up. Like that's all they know. It's instant gratification. It's what they want right now.
I'm glad that you said that.
Mm.
The next bullet is young women and older women with young women mentality are obsessed with validation on social media. So that's not true.
What's not
What you
true?
said. It's more of the younger women. It's not. Because you have 52-year-old
Yeah, no,
women,
they're
45 or 35, 34 who think
I'm
like they're 16.
yes, I agree with you with that. But what I was saying with that is just this generation coming up. They all seem to be like fast money, fast everything.
Mm,
That's what I meant by that.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Girls who post half naked photos on social media and the scammers who use their pics to make fake accounts and pawn them off, pawn them off, excuse me. Pawn them off. You ever see women saying, "Oh my goodness, block or report this page. This person made a fake page about me."
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
I've seen guys do it too.
hmm This goes back to what we were talking about with episode 39 in season 4, I think. Yeah, season 4. The naked images, twerking and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We said that a lot of these women are not thinking 5 years from now,
Yes.
10 years from now.
Yep.
And it's like we just mentioned prior, the fast money in the moment thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's an addiction right now.
Yep.
And this is what happens with this because like me, I'm so I'm such an analytic thinker. I'm so skeptical. I'm so 5 years ahead. I'm
Mm.
so like what I do now is gonna affect this.
Mm.
I'm that way. So a lot of people don't think that way.
No.
So what happens is these women, they want instant gratification.
Yeah.
So the longevity doesn't
Right.
pop in their head.
Exactly.
Like, so the instant gratification, it makes me feel good now because maybe I have depression. Maybe I
Right.
have
I'm just feeling bad about
anxiety.
myself and I want to pick me up. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
It is. It's very addicting when you get, especially when you're feeling bad and you're like, oh, let me put a picture, and then you have comments and likes and all that stuff. Now that's making you feel good. The problem is when you continue to use that to make yourself feel good.
hmm
You know what I mean? Like obviously there's a deeper issue there.
Here's a jump off topic bullet. If you have to take photos of you
Jump
meditate,
off topic. Okay, I'm
if you
sorry.
have to take photos of you meditating or in Zen, or that you're happy 99.9% of the time, you're not doing these things or are not those things. What do you think about that?
That's like kind of like the people that want to go give money and film it, or want to build a house and film it, right? That's
Um,
what I associated with. Like, cause
hold
I
hold
feel
on,
like
hold on with the money thing. Let's say, okay, we're gonna
it's
be
more
we're,
like for
we're gonna be
show.
wealthy one day. Let's say
One
we
day
have
soon.
this non-profit organization, and the like channel 12 is just like, hey,
That's
you see what I'm
different.
saying?
That's
That's
different.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You like
If
I'm
I'm doing this, like here,
oh
are you
yeah, for a
hungry? Here you
homeless
go.
guy,
Right,
yeah,
right. That's what I'm
absolutely,
talking about.
absolutely,
That it goes hand to me. That goes hand in hand. You know what I mean? Like
absolutely.
you don't have to put yourself out there. Oh, I'm so this and I'm so that and I'm good. Look, I'm giving people money, or I'm so spiritual. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna meditate in front of you. First of all, meditating shouldn't be. That's something that you do for yourself.
Yo, if you're if you're doing it on camera, you're not really doing it.
Unless you're teaching people, and
Yeah,
then that's different, I think.
yeah. And that excludes like gym rats and stuff because they
Right,
could be
right.
teaching as
Mm-hmm.
well. But if you're doing it, you're not if you're filming it, you're not doing it. Think about meditation specifically. When you're working out, it's a demonstration. When you're in meditation,
That's what I'm
there's so
saying.
much more focus. So if you're working out, you're working out, but you're showing people what it do. It's not so much focus
Right.
as meditation. Meditation, you got to be in zinc. You're calling upon spirits. So now if you're filming it, you also got to worry about if you're filming angles and stuff like that. Most people that have done that probably turned it off and was like, all right, I'm done. Just did this for Instagram. They're not really meditating,
Right. They're not
because
taking
it takes a
serious.
lot of energy.
Yeah, you have to really focus. You have to really bring yourself into that moment.
Yeah, because part of meditating is not just calming yourself down, but it's manifestation. So how are you manifesting with a show? Unless, like you were saying, you have like with the whole COVID thing, they had like the virtual.
Right. Unless you're doing that.
Doing that or something like that, or teaching, then it's different.
So who's to blame for all this, Mr. Discipline?
Men. So this is why men are to blame. Watch this.
Okay.
When I was so book 4, that was the first book where I have a model on the cover, right? So when I was in search for them, then it was stuck between two different worlds. Strong bonds never break. There's still unfinished business. So when I was in search for them, some of these women were hitting me with, oh my God, yeah, I would love to be in a book. Because the thing is, they've never heard anything like that. A black man, tatted, I see him in his pictures. He looks fitted. He looks like a rapper. But it's kind of confusing because he's acting to be on the cover of a book. Oh, okay, let me do it. They were like, oh, it's amazing. Let me do it. They were charging a fee. Oh, this is my fee. I'll do it for $500. I'll do it for $1,000. Minimum 500. Some girls were asking me to fly them out. When I found out where they lived, oh yeah, I'll do it. I just don't live in New York though. Can you fly me out? Yo, these women, I said to each one of them, I never had to pay a woman to do anything. Why would I start now? No disrespect, but even if you were J-Lo, I wouldn't pay you to be in my book. Beyonce, you would not be paid to be on the cover. Now, if we were doing film, that's different because that's more work. Oh, I'm going to be the one telling you what to do. Pose like this. But you're not doing no work, so why am I going to pay you? You're not working. You pay workers, not just because you look good.
Right.
I'm not paying you for your looks. You know what I'm saying? I pay you for your service. But you're not going to provide no service. You're just a body. This is what I said to them.
What they say?
Oh, you're ridiculous. Blah, blah, blah. Some of them have blocked me. Some of them, oh, why you ask me for? Because one woman said, why you ask me for? I said, because you have the game fucked up. I ain't a rapper. And rappers probably fucked with your head.
Yeah.
These rappers that go to fucking ATL, whatever, Magic City, Club Live, wherever, strip clubs, whatever, they go and they're just making it rain. They're fucking it up for guys like us because I look like a rapper to somebody out there.
Yes.
So they're gonna assume this nigga gonna pay me 3 racks.
I was about to say that they're exactly what you said. They're ruining it for everybody else. But not only in that, not only in business wise, but now these chicks are, they're just expecting more, bigger things or nicer
Listen,
things.
one woman I said to this, I said, listen, I'm coming to you humbly, asking if you want to be in the cover book. It's a great opportunity. Do you know that 65% of books turn into film? Novels turn into film. Did you know that? No, I didn't know that. Oh, okay, let me educate you further. So, you have a great opportunity of being seen. You're going to be in the front. I'm going to be in the back. I don't want the attention.
And it's a book cover.
When you get on a music video, they barely see you for 2 minutes. They're mentioning the artist. You kind of like an extra. Nobody notices you unless you get tagged or something. You're going to be on the cover of a book and your name and credit is going to be in there. That's forever. You could Google it. It's forever. It's something that you could build. So now they're like, oh, I didn't look at it that way. But can you just pay something at least? No, I'm not paying anything. Okay, let me break something down. Marissa Jade, Mob Wives season 6. I paid for her gas and toll. She came all the way from Staten Island to Long Island. She did me a favor.
Yeah.
I can pay for her gas and toll. Never said this before, but I paid for her gas and toll. I didn't pay her to be on the cover of the book, and I made it clear. Yeah. There was contracts and everything that was signed. All these women know on the cover. Yes, you was handing out the contracts. These
I
women,
was the creative
these
director.
women
I'm
that
just
know
saying.
that in the
Yes.
contract. They read it and they no compensation, but you have exposure,
Yep.
and all this other stuff. You can't use the things for personal use without my permission.
Yep.
They read it all.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But Marissa Jade knew that she wasn't gonna get paid,
Yeah.
and she's somebody that gets paid for shit.
Yeah.
But when I broke it down to her, she was like, "You let's do it because it's a great opportunity." I said to her, "Yo, when was the last time Mob Wives was out?"
Yep.
She laughed. This is a great opportunity to put you, at least
Back
up
in-
there,
back
and
in
you're
the
gonna be in the
spotlight.
front. I'll be in the back. I'll
Mhm.
give you all the attention. This was the
Definitely.
game. Well, it wasn't game, but this was the proposition. This was the
Right,
pitch.
what you were offering. Exactly.
So it was the same thing with the Stuck Between Two Different Worlds. Some of them I knew on there. You obviously, Karma, Diana,
Shout out Karma.
and there was like 3 other models that were new
Mm.
that I didn't know that I
Well,
recruited.
that's a fun story though.
I
You
I
had to do that one twice.
that I recruited. Yeah, I had to do that once twice. But to me, it's like these women knew what they was getting themselves into.
Mhm.
They wanted the exposure. They wanted the whatever. Now, there was a scene in there that Karma and I was doing, and she brought an outfit, and I told her, make sure that when you do this, you're sure about doing this.
Mm.
Because she was gonna show her whole ass.
Yeah.
And
The
I
one
said,
with the
and I said that you have to think about your brand. And you could ask Karma. I went on her
I know.
show. You got to think about your brand. Don't think about me. Think about 10 years from now. So she was like, yo, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because somebody else would have just been like, yeah, whatever. Show your ass. You know,
Yeah,
that shit
without
sells.
even right, yeah.
Me, it's like I always try to make my models feel as comfortable as possible. That's the
Mhm.
number one thing. The chemistry is number one thing. I'm not just it's energy. It's like bringing people on the show.
Right.
I talk to them prior, or you talk to them prior before we bring them on, feel their energy and stuff like that. Not bringing nobody crazy on the show who's gonna be disrespectful and all that. You're gonna get canceled before we even bring you on.
But plus
You know what I'm saying?
you're also looking out for them too when you tell him these things.
Yes. So we're not bringing anybody on here to look crazy, to make us look crazy because we're choosing them. So people are, oh, you associate with this person. So you know what I'm saying? I'm always thinking. We do that. So it's a vibe. You know what I'm saying? So I told her, yo, make sure this is good and all that. Now, when I did
By the way, that picture's on the inside of the hardcover. What's it called? The inside. No, the inside
dust
flaps.
jacket.
The dust jacket.
Dust jacket flaps. So when I did Stuck Between Two Different Worlds, I had all the women come in business attire. Why did I do that? Do you know? I said it in Mocha's show. The second time I was on it. Okay. I said in Mocha's show, women have always been portrayed as sex objects.
Yes.
They've always been on the back burner and all this, right?
You wanted them to be bosses.
Well, I want them to be seen as more respected.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And not like women can be multiple things physically. They could be physically transformative versus men. Like a man can't wear heels, makeup, a nurse outfit, a dress, jeans, sneakers, tie hair up, grow hair, and still be considered a man. Women can do that and still be considered women.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? They could be transformative, like a nurse in scrubs, and then the whole in a dress, and then you got it in a business suit. She's still viewed as a woman. You see, but she can wear many different hats, and she could be physically transformative. So for me to do that, I showed that I wanted women to be seen as especially Black and Spanish and people of color. Some of them weren't Spanish. Maybe they're just mixed, light skin or whatever, or Indian or something. Color, women of color. I wanted them women of color to be more respected. Why? Because most of our lives, what have we seen women of color in where it comes to as prominent as figures? Vixens, video vixens, shaking their ass, half naked, right? So
That's true.
I want to try to break that stigma. That's why I had them
Mm-hmm.
all giving them specific instructions. Come in business
That's right.
attire.
Yep. I remember that.
Then the top one we had like a um it was like a event or a club type of look where I had
Yes.
them in dresses but
Mm-hmm.
still classy.
Yes. I
Yeah.
remember that one.
So
Do you have a favorite photo shoot that you've had with the models? Or did you work better with some or than the other? Besides me.
oh, don't
No?
gas yourself up.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say no about the models.
I said don't gas yourself up. Um with the models, no, I don't have a favorite.
No, not a favorite. Like a
Book
favorite.
scene?
Yeah, favorite scene. No,
Mm-mm.
okay.
No, they all were unique, different for the specific
What we're
novel
going for,
and
yeah.
novel and story. Yeah. So that's how I see that as, and like me, I think differently. You understand? I think
We
differently
all
when
know
it
that.
comes to a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is why I put them to be this way in the books. Because when I see a woman, right, and let's say a potential sub, I see her as okay, I'm gonna study her to see her strengths and her weaknesses, and I'm gonna utilize her strengths efficiently. And I'm gonna utilize her efficiently. Men who don't utilize their women efficiently, most of them, not all of them, but most of them will look at them as sex objects.
Mm.
Whereas I'm utilizing a woman efficiently and I'm looking at her for what she has, whether she has her gifts and and what she can do, I'm gonna utilize that. Oh, she knows how to cook well. She knows how to clean. She knows how to be this way. Oh, she's a great analytic thinker. She got a great business mindset. I'm putting her in my business. I'm doing this. Whenever she comes over, I'm making her cook. You see how I'm putting her to work?
Mm-hmm.
Women love to be put to work. See, you see what I'm saying? So I'm utilizing her efficiently, but it's a congruent thing.
Right.
Women love to feel needed.
That's
So
true.
if men are like putting women in making a video vixen and stuff like that, you're not really utilizing her efficiently.
That's true. Because like you said, the
This is
camera
not
just pans.
evolving. This is not evolving women. Just
That's
like I
true.
said in episode 39. It's not evolving women because for so long they've been viewed as sex objects. They've been viewed as um you're just good for being in the kitchen. You're just good for
Right.
sex, or you're just good for
Taking care of the kids.
yeah,
Right. So
you
do
know.
you think can a person's social media behavior, I know for you it's definitely, can it determine if you would date them or not?
You
You
answered it.
you definitely, but do you think like most men also think that way? I mean, I do too.
Answer
I think
and
that if
answer
they
this question, then I'll tell you about most men.
what question?
Can a person's social media behavior determine if you date them or not?
Yes.
It can.
Yeah.
Okay. Most men,
I think yes.
no, they don't care. And
But what I would
we've
say,
had male guests on the show
yes,
who have kind of just said, "Move how you want. I'll determine if I want to be
that's true.
with you
Yeah.
or not." You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, I was gonna say
most
if they're behaving badly or not behaving, you know what I mean? Like if they're doing things and showing parts and whatever, that's still a behavior that most men or beta men will be like, oh, let me ask her out. Let me hit her up on her DMs. That's still a
oh
motivation
yeah.
on the
But
other aspect
but
of it.
let's say they're together. Okay, so you're talking about before and after. Before courtship
Right. Yes. Before.
and like relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever dynamic,
Right. Once they get
marriage,
together, I guess.
sub, dom,
Right.
whatever lifestyle. Okay. So before, yes, absolutely. Men are visual creatures.
Mm.
Me, I look at a woman and I'm like, oh yeah, she looks attractive, this and that. I might hit her up and hey, what's that mind like? Getting to know it because the physical is already there. Now let me
Mm.
know if what else she brings to the table. But if she's posting half naked pictures, it's all like it's an array of them, half naked pictures, selfies, and then I'm not even gonna waste my time.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was gonna ask you
I'm not
that.
even gonna waste my time. because okay, I'm gonna get okay. I was talking to this woman. She lived in Arizona, and she I went like we had a great conversation, and she was just like, "Wow, like you really want to know my opinion and stuff. A lot of men just go straight this way." I went on her page and I started scrolling and stuff like that, and I said, "Why don't you show your mind more? Why you no disrespect, but I shouldn't. I don't have no right to tell you what to do. But why are you showing your butt? You're taking pictures backside, and you got cleavage, and you're very intellectual. You can sustain a conversation. Why don't you show your mind more?" Oh, somebody else told me that I'm trying to get picked up by like some modeling agency or something.
Oh,
She's
that's
going about it the
nice.
wrong way, probably,
Well,
because
also probably doesn't know how
she
to
should
go about it.
hashtag, she should
Oh,
Google and stuff like that.
that's true.
And really go hard in it and finding out, emailing people. Um, it's hard if you're not hashtagging and stuff, because those people would probably be hashtagging and you might come up.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, I'm trying to get picked up, maybe money or whatever. So I'm kind of like, oh, okay, but it disgusted me.
Disgusted? That's a harsh
Yeah,
word. Really disgusted, even though she gave you like a legit answer, like a legit
yeah,
response.
because I'm territorial, I'm possessive. So it's
Oh, I
almost
got you.
like I see everything already. You don't like I love the imagination because it's a chase now. Now I see everything already, and it's like
Was left.
what's left, you
Well,
know? And
what's left is to
and and,
feel.
and the thing is, now let's talk about the after. Okay, the after effect. You have a guy that doesn't like that. He's like, he sees her doing it. He doesn't check her. He's just like, oh, I'm gonna see if she keeps doing it, and then I'm just gonna go ghost, or I'm just gonna stop talking to her. Me on the other hand, I'm the type of person. You're with me. Okay, these are already in my rules.
Yeah.
No cleavage and stuff like that. So the moment she puts that on, I check her. All right, yo, you violated one of the rules. The disciplinary action is coming. The moment she does it again, I'm gonna dismiss.
Oh wow.
There will not be disciplinary action again for the same thing.
You are
I'm
a
gonna
strict
dismiss.
man.
I'm gonna dismiss her.
Jeez.
You understand? Because I told you I like dealing with adults, not children. That's something a child would do. If my 6-year-old if my 6-year-old nephew, Noah, I tell him, he comes over, I tell him, yo, don't touch that. He does it. He does it again. I might tap him on his hand, spank him in his butt. He did it another time. His brain is not fully developed. Even though he's very smart at 6 years old, his brain is not fully developed. I don't see him all the time. He may just be attracted to that or whatever. His brain's not fully developed. If you're talking about a grown woman who you've already reprimanded,
Right. A grown adult, right.
She's playing games now.
I mean, she could be forgetful.
She's playing games now. If she knows you don't like that, oh, I'll never do it again. She's playing games now. She's probably trying to get a rise out of you, like a brat or a masochist.
Right. Maybe
Trying
she's
to get
feeling
you
feisty and she wants to get
get
under
that
your skin.
spanking. Yes. You see what I'm saying?
It's not gonna work, ladies.
So
It's
to
not gonna
me,
work.
it's like you earn your dismissal.
No.
You see what I'm saying? Because you're not a child, you're a grown person. You can rationalize and differentiate right from wrong.
Yep, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? And especially if you're giving them more in depth of why this is a problem. It's not just because I don't like it. Think about longevity. Think about what you represent to me, us, and all of that.
Right.
If they understand and then they do it again, it's not just disrespectful. They're blatantly like passive aggressive type of shit, showing you that they're being disrespectful.
They don't care.
Oh,
right.
well, I don't think it's a bad thing. I'm not opening my legs to anybody. I don't think it's a bad thing.
You crack me up when you do.
You see what I'm saying? I don't think it's a bad thing. Like, it's like, to me, they understand it's a game that they're playing.
Yeah, definitely a game. So let me ask you, can a follower count or likes or comments, how many comments a person gets, affect how you date or interact with that person? I don't think it would, will we? I don't even look at people's, how many followers they have. That doesn't even, that's like I'm oblivious to all that shit.
When I see a woman with a lot of followers, like let's say she has like 100,000,
Okay.
I automatically feel anxious about that woman.
Really? Huh.
I already feel
Like,
I already feel the type of way, but I don't cut it off right away. I give her a chance. It's just like a female Scorpio. Like I know females and I will bump heads because they crave control, and I am control. So I know we're gonna bump heads. But then I say, even though I had a lot of failed female
even though
Scorpios
I had
and
a lot of
Leos,
fails.
I'll give this one a chance until they prove me right about them.
Oh,
If they
I
never
see.
prove me right about them, it's gonna work.
Right.
But if they prove me right about them, okay, it
It's like
goes. I'm gonna keep.
until proven
I'm
guilty.
gonna keep trying because 75% makes up your sign. That 25%, you see what I'm saying? Could vibe with it.
Maybe okay.
So to me, it's like that. I'm still gonna give it a chance. The moment I see her start being vague, the moment I see shit getting to like, okay, let me give you an example.
Like not answering back right away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me give you an example. Let's say I have a woman, she becomes a sub. And you know, I met her while she was showing cleavage and doing the booty thing. Like, you know how women twist and they take pictures to see how they other
How it
people,
looks.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
not them, but other
Right. How the
people, because
picture's
they
gonna
already
look.
look at themselves in the mirror every day, but they want other people's opinion.
Right.
They do that. I don't say anything in the beginning. Once you become my sub, because I told them this. Yo, I told somebody, once you become my sub, I'm gonna go through your stuff and there's things gonna be taken down. So once she said, I want to give myself to you 100%, I went through her page and I was like, this gotta come down, this gotta go. She took it down.
Oh well, that's good.
The moment we got into a little, well, I don't get into arguments with women. They fight with me.
Okay.
And it might be a situation like, let's say I was podcasting. Okay, because I had this Leo sub. We were podcasting. I didn't answer her phone call, but I told her, yo, I'm podcasting this time or whatever. She was on some shit. The day, the night I called her, she was like, oh, I know you were probably with one of your subs. You told me you were podcasting around this time, but why did it take you so long to call me
To
whatever?
call you back.
To call me back. Oh, I know you was with one of your subs. I know you was the meanwhile, I was uploading,
Oh, you were
downloading,
working. Right.
editing, and all that shit. You
It's
know what I'm
not
saying?
1, 2, 3 people. It takes time to freaking edit this poor man.
So I'm over here like, what are you talking about? When
you're gonna tell stories like this, I need my
I'm
popcorn.
saying to her, what do I have to gain by lying? You already know I'm poly. What do I? And I asked her,
Yeah.
what do you have to gain by lying? She was on some shit. She was on her. She was like, oh, I'm on my period, and
Oh, she was
she was on some
emotional.
shit.
Oh.
But I don't know if I could take this or whatever. Crying on the phone.
Well,
Leo, Latina. So I'm over here like, you know what? Ain't nobody putting a gun to your head. You know what it is? I'm seeing longevity with you. But if you don't want to be here, I ain't gonna force you. I'm not gonna play these back and forth with you. What is oh, okay. Next thing you know, because I followed her, past tense, I look, she post the thing, the cleavage.
oh,
And I already see, oh, payback. I already see, oh, she punishing me. I already see. So I read more in depth and I'm like, this is a perfect example. Let's say a guy out there is going through this.
right.
So I text her, you know what? I had already told you the first time with the rules or whatever, if you did this again, blah blah blah. Now we get into a little thing and you doing it, yo, I'm gonna unfollow you. She was like, you're gonna unfollow me? I'm like, yeah, I don't want to see this shit, blah, blah, blah. So I unfollowed her. Man, when I unfollow somebody, it's like personal.
Oh wait,
Like I unfollow you in real life too.
is
Like
she?
that.
Oh, so she's not. At that point, you were telling her that if you're unfollowing her, she won't be your sub anymore, or still your
No,
sub. You're just not gonna follow her.
no, I told her both.
Oh.
I told her, you're gonna take it down, or we're not gonna be And she
Because
was
of
a
the.
sub in training.
Oh,
She was a
okay.
sub in training. So like, to me it's like I'm just so strict but fair.
Mm.
You
Yeah.
understand? I'm not gonna do
Of all
some
the stories I've heard you tell, you're very fair.
I'm not gonna do something. I'm not gonna reprimand you for something I'm doing. That's a hypocrite. For
Mm.
example, don't post cleavage, but you see me in gray sweatpants. I'm taking videos. I'm swinging my hips, trying to make my dingaling do to entertain my fucking followers.
Right.
Because I got a horny women on that get off work and they just want to see me
That's true.
tatted, and I want to see it. I want to see it. Let me
Mm.
get a rise. I come to his page to see that.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? I'm not doing that
Right.
because to me doing that is disloyal. In my way of thinking,
Right.
disloyal.
To your partners.
Yes.
Right.
So it's like, but it's also a hypocrite.
Right. Right. Because if you're telling her you can't, she can't, but you're doing it, then
Yes. You see, a boss leads by example. So how's a woman gonna respect you if you are you see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? She
But-
following your lead.
But not for nothing. What about the whole, poly? You can be poly, but they can't.
Yeah.
Hypocrite?
No, it's not a
Okay, I'm
hypocrite.
just asking. I'm just asking.
Because what happens is when I've stated that, I'm poly and stuff like that, most of these women have chose to be monogamous
Okay.
because okay. All right, so like, okay, I'm gonna give you an example. There was a potential sub. She's in my age bracket. She has 2 children. We were talking about longevity. Light skin Latina. She lives in Texas.
Okay.
She pretty much asked me permission to go get a dick appointment.
What? How did she ask you
Because
that?
she
That's
said to
so
me,
interesting.
listen, if you're poly, and I don't want to be, but can I do what you're doing? And I was like, no, but if you do, like, then I don't want to fuck with you anymore. That was number one. Number two, I said to her, the moment you get the Ferrari, you're not going to want to go back to Honda. So I don't even have to tell you not to do it. You're just going to cut them off. Women are not prone to do that. A prostitute maybe, but a feminine woman is not prone to do that. You're giving her the best dick of her life, touching her in all ways, doing whatever you could do that's within your limits and within hers, kissing her right, making her feel all types of things, soul out of her body. She's not gonna keep going dick to dick to dick to dick because it's like having filet mignon and cheeseburger. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Unless she's a prostitute.
Yes.
And she's doing it for work and stuff like that. And she could channel those emotions. Women connect sex and all those things with emotion. You kissing her right, she's connecting that with emotions. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Unless she's a hoe. You see, this woman's not a hoe. This woman is very traditional. But that dick appointment has been a guy that has only been that. She's not a person that constantly do it. The moment she started talking to me, she cut him off. Talking to me only. Never touched this woman. She cut him off.
Got you. But wait,
But
can I
she
ask you
was
a
feeling the
question?
type of way she got off her period and whatever it is. So she was like,
But she's also in Texas. Like,
that's what she
far.
said. That's what she said. So I said to her, ultimately do what you want to do. But if you feel that you are with the guy and you start thinking about me, then you know the answer personally. Because women are so emotional and they're mental, that's a possibility.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Unless she's a hoe, unless she's a prostitute.
But let me get this: if memory serves me right, wasn't there a time when you were talking to somebody also far away, but you had given them permission, like, all right, listen, if you find someone that that you're gonna be with because they were that far away, like you weren't gonna. Is my memory failing me now? Am I making shit up right now? Like you didn't want to stop her life from progressing.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So that was just for that one person. That's not across like the board for people far, like in Texas.
No, that was a special. That was a special situation.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was a special situation.
Here I'm thinking that's just how it is.
This woman was talking about having a child again. That was a different situation.
That woman back, the one I'm talking about, was
The
what?
Texas, no,
Oh,
the
okay.
one I'm talking about.
I got you.
You see, that was a different situation. Like, there's three types of women in this world that men need to differentiate. There's women that you marry, have sex with, and fun with. Like, sometimes you can't
I'm
have
all
all
three.
three. It's rare that you have all three. But there's some women are meant to only have fun with. You go to the club with them, whatever, you may dance with them, but it's nothing ever like
Right.
sexual or anything like that. Then there's some women who are just like great for sex and only that. You see what I'm saying? Then there's women who are wifey material.
I'm that 2% people.
You see what I'm saying? So to me,
I
it's
make
like
myself laugh.
subs could also be considered like that as well. You could have a sub that is just like, I don't plan on having kids with you one day, but you could be here forever. But just this title, because she might just say she don't want to go anywhere. She wants to be in your life in whatever shape or form you'll have her. You see what I'm saying?
Interesting.
You see?
Let's say you have, okay, we're skipping over here. All right. Some social media models use social media for social
Hold on
What
though. Hold
happened? What
on though. As
happened?
far as the likes, the counts, and the other stuff,
Where am
how you interact with
I?
them, like that shit goes to people's heads.
Yeah.
It's a rarity that you find people that don't allow social media to get to them. That's why I feel like it's hard, you know?
But also, like, because I know some very shallow. I don't know them personally. I know them through other people. Very shallow girls that just because they have, like, you know, I don't know what is a large amount of followers, but she thinks her shit don't stink. Like, literally there are people that think like that. Oh, I have 1,000 followers. People that she don't even know,
Mhm.
and they think that their shit don't
Oh,
stink.
I'm glad you said that. There's also women who think they have options.
What you mean?
Okay, so for example, as I talked about this in the past, women now have this like fake confidence, and they start curving niggas because they think they have options. Excuse me. And this is the options they think they have. They got niggas in their DM. A woman in a city near you have niggas in her DM. Let me not say niggas. Have men in her DM who are talking to themselves, who are
Oh
waiting for a
yes.
text back. Maybe even regular texts, who are waiting for a text back, who are speaking to themselves. These women are confused and think they have options. Ladies, these are not options. Why? You're not interacting with them. Let me differentiate for people.
Ooh.
Let me differentiate for people. If you go into 7-Eleven and that same guy is propositioning, hey baby, I'll send you 7K for a titty. Hey baby, I'll buy you a boat, house, and all this. The same guy that met you in person in 7-Eleven that's offering to marry you, you could get the same attention in person that you get on social media. I give it to you. But a lot of women ain't getting the same attention off social media that they're gonna get on,
Why is that?
because they're showing stuff on social media that they're not
That they're
showing
doing
in
in real life.
person.
Got you.
That's why.
Interesting.
That's why. So a man is a visual
This
creature, but
man.
a man is a visual creature by nature. So when he sees ass and titties, he can say, I can buy you this.
Right.
Listen, baby, I'm rich. I'll take care of you.
He
He's
could
gonna
be
see that. He could be also a
catfishing.
sexual predator.
That's true. He could be lying and catfishing too.
Yes, but men are visual creatures, and that's influencing a man's visual. So he's gonna think that. But if you fully clothed and you go out in public and your face don't attract attention, your energy when you walk into the room, you don't make people tingle. You're not as powerful as you think. You're not as popping off social media as you think. That's why I don't care about social media. I don't care about these Instagram models who think there's something or whatever. I don't care about your blue check mark. I don't care who you know. I don't care who you take pictures with. I don't care. I look at people's souls. I look at people's character. I look at all these things. So when a woman puts a religious quote, or when she puts a motivational quote about certain things, but she's showing her ass and she's talking about, I want a man and I'm traditional and I'm a relationship type of girl and I'm a serious relationship type of girl, but she's showing all that other stuff, she's selling her soul. I'm confused, girl. I'm confused. Because if you're putting out that energy that this is the type of woman that you are, but this is what you're showing, I'm confused. That's like a pastor of a church that's only a saint on Sunday.
Oh, damn.
You see what I mean?
You're dropping them jewels today.
It's the same thing.
Wow.
And you going to church, but you're not practicing what you're learning there. You're a waste of time.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Damn.
You see what I'm saying?
Ouch. Yep.
It's like you a fraud, you a criminal in a way. You attempting a robbery. You know what I'm saying? It's like those pastors that say you need to give offering or you're not gonna be blessed.
Yeah.
You a robber, you a criminal. How you gonna tell me if I don't give money, I'm not gonna be blessed? I could give it to the homeless man because it's not going in your pocket. I'm not gonna be blessed.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? You a criminal. It's the same thing with these women that are doing that. If they're putting out, oh, I'm a good girl, I'm a serious type of, I'm submissive, but they're posting their ass, guess what? They're not really submissive. They're not really traditional. They're not really good girls. They're not really traditional. They're robbers. They're criminals. They're trying to commit a fraud. They're going to attract a beta male because an alpha male like me is going to say these things. He might not even articulate it to you. I articulated to a potential sub, and she got so defensive. This was in the past. She got so defensive. Oh, there's guys on here who say things, but they don't mean it. I said, miss, it doesn't matter. It matters about you. Not about what guys are doing. It matters about you. If you're saying that you're a queen and you want a king, you got to put out queen energy. And you taking pictures with you fully naked and then you're covered in the thing talking about you lonely, or you showing videos of your ass fully clothed, or that's not queen energy. You see, queens observe while they allow the peasants to entertain. Didn't I say this in episode 36?
Yeah.
Give her what she's afraid to ask for. Kings don't chase pussy. They chase loyalty and royalty. So if you want a king, if you want an alpha male, you're not gonna get them. I'm not gonna lie to these women. I'm not gonna be a fraud. I'm not gonna give them false hope. I live in reality. A lot of them live in fairy tale world. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell them the truth. They're not gonna get these men that they want. They're gonna get the weak ones. They're gonna get the beta males. You see what I'm saying? True. Those guys that are like, hey, I got all this money. The tricks. I'm going to provide for you because of how they look. They're not even approaching women like, what's your mind like? What do you bring to the table?
Why do you think they don't do that?
I see how you look. I don't care. I can watch porn. I can watch this and see these type of women too. I don't care. But what do you bring to the table if I involve you in my life? Can you help me with my business? Are you dumb? Do you have ideas? Can you elevate me? Can I learn from you? Can we build together? Can I have kids with you? Do you not have kids? Like, what can you bring to the table? Do you cook? Do you clean? Do you know how to nurture and take care of kids? You know what I'm saying? If I want to close a real estate deal, are you a shark? What do you bring to the table? You see what I mean?
Wow.
A lot of women don't know what they bring to the table.
That's true. I saw a show
because all their life they've had pretty privilege. They get away in speeding tickets. Oh, I'm getting flown out. I'm getting free drinks tonight. That's why I'm going to the club with my friends to get free drinks. They got pretty privilege. Ugly girls don't have this type of privilege. You see what I'm saying? They got pretty privilege their whole life, so they spoil. So this is unfamiliar for them. Listen, I've always said this. Privilege is invisible for those who have it. You understand? For example, if people don't get that, take a white person and a black person who are friends. And that black person said, yo, I got stopped by a cop. And, well, why'd he stop you? He said, I was speeding, but it was a 50 and I was doing like 52, or let's say 49, but he stopped me. I was very respectful and all of that. He still gave me a ticket. I think it's racism. Oh, no, are you crazy? Racism is not going on in this world. The white person says this to the friend. You see, because he's privileged or she, because it's invisible to them.
Yep, that's true.
That's the same thing with these pretty women.
Yeah.
These sexy looking women. They have pretty privilege. They have beautiful privilege. They have sexy privilege. You see what I'm saying? They can get whatever they want without having to do work
Mm.
because they look a certain way, because they can provide sexual talents, because they can turn you on and stuff like that. A lot of men fall into the trap of this stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
You see
Well,
what I'm
I mean,
saying?
how
Because a
you
lot of men
can't.
don't have sexual discipline. That's what it comes down to. Do you understand? A lot
Mhm.
of men go into a situation with a woman like, oh, I'm trying to get pussy. Not, bitch, you trying to get good dick. They don't go in a situation like that. You see the difference?
Scarcity mindset.
A man that thinks, yes, scarcity mindset.
Yeah, I
A
know.
man that thinks, shorty, I'm going into it like I'm giving you a reward. You're not really giving me, is a man that's working.
Mm.
But most of these men are lazy in the totality.
I agree with you.
They're lazy in bed. They're lazy making decisions. They're lazy. That's why they'll look at a good-looking woman that's providing sexual talents and do all that. That doesn't do anything to me because I'm not lazy in bed.
I don't
I
think
do
but you're
work.
not lazy, period. Like,
You
I
see
don't
what
know
I'm
about the
saying?
other stuff, but
So most of these guys that look at all this and they see all these beautiful women in it, they become complacent and they're automatically like, oh my God, she don't need to provide nothing. She just needs to look good. I don't even care if she cooks or cleans. We'll buy a
that's awful.
we'll hire a maid or something. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
These men don't care if they're traditional. They don't care if they have personality. They don't care if they're a good person, bad person, whatever. They don't care.
That's terrible. Men, you got to raise your standards over here.
This is most men. I don't say all of them.
Right.
Because there's 2% that think like me. There's 2% who behave like me. And when men have sexual discipline, he's a very dangerous because he's so focused that now you need to bring other substance to the table because you can't manipulate him. You can't control him.
Exactly.
Most women love to control men, but the irony is they don't like, they're not sexually attracted to those type of men.
To a beta man?
Men who they can control and manipulate.
Well, women think that they can control and manipulate any man with exactly what you said, with sex, whether it be actual having sex, oral sex, flirting, giving him a massage or whatever. That's how they feel like they can change their mind or have more control or more say in it. In whatever, discussion topic, whatever's going on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me ask you this next bullet. Social media bodies should not be the standard. You talking about plastic surgery? Or what are you talking about with social media bodies?
Yeah.
Plastic surgery, like the
that's what it
overdone
is.
type?
Yeah.
Because I've had plastic surgery.
So
But I'm saying, yeah, I'm also not a social media body, so
we
never mind.
we skipped
No,
we
I thought
skipped
we
one.
did.
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook influencer culture
lying.
is trash. They're lying to you, and 90% of them don't practice what they preach or practice what they show you.
I thought that's what you were talking about, like the pastor or the priest that's a saint only on Sunday. That's not. I thought that's what you were talking about.
That also, but
Okay.
mostly social media.
Yeah.
Mostly social media. Now, the social media body should not be the standard. Why do I say this? Simple. Because the good girls, the ones who don't post like this, the ones who have natural bodies, they're not as appreciated. And the thing is, these trash bags, I'll call them, they're glorified. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like, to me, now you start making these women feel insecure.
Yeah, that's true. And that's not fair.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If a man is like, yo, my wife is fat, I like thick women, but he's on social media liking stick figures. This is what I'm talking about.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of men will say that, oh yeah, I like natural bodies. They want to be politically correct. They want to say whatever other men are saying. They want to say what they think women want to hear.
Have you ever touched a fake ass? I have.
No.
And it's hard like a rock.
I've seen fake asses. I've seen it in the club. It's like, oh, I don't think of that bouncing off my pelvic area. I don't.
It's literally hard. Like, I used to work for plastic surgery, for plastic surgeons, plastic and reconstructive.
Do what you want to do. Get work done, whatever. But I'm just telling you the result of it. This is the result. And when you are like, because a lot of women don't vent men. So when they see
Mm-hmm.
things going a certain type of way, and oh my God, why did he go ghost on me? Oh, he just hit it and then he just quit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like a lot of women don't vet men, and a lot of men wear a mask. They're
that's
really
true.
some of them are good at it.
Yeah, very good at
You know
it.
what I'm saying? Some of them are really good at. They're stigma males. They're very manipulative. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And they lie. They lie. They don't really follow the life that they're talking about. Yeah, I like this type of women. No, or yeah. It's like it's all for social media.
Mm-hmm.
It's all for clout. It's all for damn. I got all these followers from this post. Oh, I found my niche.
And meanwhile, not even two friends that he can rub together.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these social media models use social media for social currency. They will take photos of places out of country with expensive cars. He or they could have passed by a man with a car and asked him to take a picture, and he might, been like a simp and said, "Oh yes, no problem," because she
Mm-hmm.
looks a certain type of
Mm-hmm.
way. Um, maybe he's not in the picture, blah blah. What about a guy that's like your man that pays for trips and stuff, and he's the one taking the videos and she like you'll never know.
Oh, because he's not in the pictures.
Yeah.
Mm. But
Some of
what if
these
they?
yo,
But what
some of
if they
these
do
chicks,
take pictures together though?
some of these chicks, okay. Some of these chicks, right? Some of these chicks are you see them like in a group or whatever, but they all came up with like, oh, here's $60 each, and we bought a ticket, and then we get like 2 rooms. But they look like they're like luxurious because you see them in like
Yeah,
Aruba, you see them in Costa Rica, you see them
yeah,
all over
yeah.
the place, and they're taking pictures. And you're like, damn, all these girls do is go on trips. Oh my God. You see what I'm saying?
Mm,
Social media allows you to wear a mask.
yes,
You can be
definitely.
something for like one night.
Yeah,
It's like going to the club. Hey, we
yeah,
don't need to have exchange names. Let's just dance. I'm
yeah.
not trying to marry you.
And nowadays, you don't even get people's number. It's like, yo, just give me your IG handle. It's so weird.
Okay. I'm not a fan of fake bodies or stick figure bodies. And this is my opinion only. I believe a woman who has had her entire body done and or seeks constant attention on social media or even with her partner is extremely toxic. This is my opinion. Think about it. If she got her whole body done, she's fucked up mentally, emotionally, spiritually. She has trust issues. She's constantly indecisive. She might hate life and her life. What do you think?
Um, well, as somebody who has had, plastic surgery, um, I honestly, because I did it for myself. I paid for it. Yes, I had like the crazy discount because I worked for them.
Mm,
But for me, it was just for myself. I didn't like how I looked after I had children, and so I got a tummy tuck and I got my breast done,
mm,
and lipo that goes with it. But for I have known others and even friends and family that have come and even regular patients that say it because they are insecure with us, with a certain thing like their nose or their breasts aren't big enough or they wish they had a butt. They're the only ones in their family that doesn't have, that curvy thing. So I agree with you. A lot of times it is because they're insecure or they lack something in themselves or something of that. I agree with you.
mm.
That's very true.
Are women who run OnlyFans accounts who post nudity and sexual things on there are social media models or are social media models, are they in danger of never finding love?
Um, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know.
Yes, they are. They're in danger of finding love.
Of never finding
Of
true love.
finding true love.
Of never finding true
Of
love.
never finding true love. Yeah. You said you don't know, so I'm gonna elaborate.
Well, the only reason why I said I don't know is because that saying there's someone out there for everyone. Somebody could be a simp, but still be like, oh, I love your work. I love everything you
And
do.
and that's
And
what
she might be like, you know what? I love that you accept me.
and
And then it
and
happens.
that's what I was gonna get into. But I'm glad you said that.
I am just hitting it,
I'm
man.
glad you said that. Now I'm biased only, and this is solely my opinion. I believe no, this is true. I believe toxic masculinity is fictitious. I believe there's toxic males, but it's not toxic male. That's an oxymoron.
Okay.
Biggie Smalls, Big Shrimp. It's an oxymoron.
Okay.
Toxic masculinity. It's fictitious. Toxic male. Okay, I'll accept that. Masculinity is divine. It's under God.
Okay.
That's how I look at it. You're one
Okay.
step under God. God is in you.
Mhm.
You're in your divine. When you're masculine, you are in your divine, in the totality. I believe that when a woman gets true love, she's with a masculine man. Why? Because toxic masculinity this is what toxic masculinity really is. It's not men not being vulnerable, not crying, being arrogant, cocky, assertive, confident,
Dominant.
dominant. That's not toxic masculinity. This is toxic masculinity. Beating women,
Yes.
abuse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's okay, first of all, beating women, let me differentiate. That's not consensual. Because there could be a masochist and a sadist who
That's
engage
true.
in that,
Yeah.
and it's consensual.
Mm-hmm.
Beating women, that's non-consensual. Abuse,
Yes.
BDSM and abuse is not the same. Abuse, a guy who verbally berates you, you know what I'm saying, to make himself feel better, like a narcissist and stuff like that. This is toxic males.
Yes.
This is toxic. It's not toxic masculinity.
Mm-hmm.
Masculinity is this: providing protection,
Mm-hmm.
love, great sex, teaching you, guiding you. When if she's going through some shit, he's that shoulder to cry on. She's getting crazy. He's level-headed. He's emotionally intelligent. He's sexual disciplined. He is intelligent, and he's able to touch her in all ways. This is masculine.
Okay.
So I believe that you want true love, you're not gonna get that from a beta male simp weak guy. You're gonna get it from a real man, a masculine man. That's what I believe. That's solely my opinion part.
Okay.
Beta males, simps, they cannot love you. Think of it. Think of it. We got more strong women and independent and alphas than there's ever been.
Okay.
A weak man won't know what to do with a strong woman. He won't know how to love her. He gets with a strong woman. I don't know what to do. That's a beta male.
Yeah, but what if he doesn't get with a strong woman?
A masculine man is gonna be like, oh, that's a strong woman. I'm gonna utilize her. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna utilize her. I'm gonna see her strengths and weakness. This is a masculine man. Because even though she's strong, independent financially, there's gonna be something that she still needs to be taught. You can't get that from a beta male. You can't get that from a weak man. This is what women correlate love with. Not you could take care of my bills and stuff like that. She's not gonna love you if you could do all of that. You gotta provide more.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? You gotta provide more. Now, if she's just looking for that, like let's say, for example, she's a gold digger, that might be her love language. Okay, fine. But that's like a 1%.
Fucked up love language.
That's a 1% woman out there.
Yeah.
That's a 1% woman out there. And you got to make sure that all men are this way. Because if she meets a guy like me, she going to start looking at him. Then she going to look at me. And then she going to look at him. And then she going to look at me again. And then she going to look at him the last time and say, why are you not like that? You see?
All right. Most women who work long hours and weeks or have 2 jobs, single moms, they don't have time for love or serious relationships. That's true. Therefore, they will settle for just fuck buddies and a companion. Meanwhile, the better it gets with the man, she will begin to fall in love with and start to add emotions in it because she's not a prostitute and only they can do that, or sex workers, which is the same thing, because they control their emotions. That's true. But I think any woman that can control, just like you said, a man who has control over his sexual desires is dangerous. So any woman, because you women are more emotional, any woman that can have control over her emotions is pretty dangerous too, huh?
She's no longer a woman.
She's a man?
Yeah. She moves like a man.
Just because she controls her
Yes.
emotion? But is that a bad thing?
No. Controlling her emotions. No. You You flipping it right now.
I
Controlling
confused myself.
your emotions in, like, let's say you guys are having a debate and she doesn't cut deep with you. Oh, well, that's why you been at that job for so long. What does this have to do with the argument? Because most women will do stuff like that. When they see that they're losing an argument, they'll dig into something else and try to emasculate you. Oh, that's why you've been in that job for so long. Oh, that's why you and your family don't get on. That's why you're fucked up. Because your family's fucked up. Like they'll say, I'm just throwing hypotheticals.
Right.
They might say stuff like that. And it's like, what does this have to do with the argument? That's not a woman that's controlling her emotions. We're talking about sex.
Oh, got you.
Most women cannot. The better it is, they cannot, unless they're a sex worker or a prostitute or a hoe. And they bounce around dick to dick to dick to dick. You see what I'm saying? And even a hoe will settle down because she'll be like, damn, this nigga, he want me something crazy. Like, I ain't never had this before. It was an out-of-body experience. I left a puddle. Ain't no man ever do that. I usually fuck them, but he's fucking me. Oh, shit. And he brought a tongue with him. Not just good dick. He brought a tongue. I ain't never had this before. She's going to be like, okay, bye, guys. Now, when you guys get in an argument, she might revert back to the whole thing and post something on social media that's revealing. That's the whole coming out. You see what I'm saying? But even a woman like that will stop because of that man. That's what it comes down to. Most women don't know what they want. So when you're talking about controlling emotions, women don't control their emotions. Their actions are predicated off emotions.
That's so true.
So the better you're kissing her, better you're touching her, better you're teaching her, better you're stimulating her mind, you're showing that you can challenge her mind, you're smart, she can learn from you, she's going to start building emotions with you. So this is before even sex. She's going to start building emotions with you. Then the sex is the tip of the iceberg. And if it's really great, because women are mental, because if it's really great and emotional, now she's going to start building emotions because all those other things that were already there. You see what I'm saying? Most women don't know what they want. So they settle or settle for something because of their current situation. But they change up when feelings are involved. For example, a woman could look at someone like me and say, I just want to have sex with him. Let's be friends with benefits. That's always a wrong move. Because if you come here for that, I'm going to make you fall in love. If you come here to be dominated, I'm going to make you give me everything. If you come here, like what you coming here for? You come here for pain, I'll give you pleasure. You come here for pleasure, I'll give you pain. What you coming here for may not be what the outcome is. You see what I'm saying? So she might just think this is what she's getting because maybe that's what she's used to. She hasn't felt anything with me yet. The moment it happened, it's like, damn, I hated that I love him. I hated that I'm doing these things for him. You see what I'm saying?
Like in the past, I used to say, like, I hate when I love somebody.
It can happen like that. You know what I'm saying? So most women, think about it. Most women talk about consistency, but let's be real. Most women are inconsistent. And I always say most. I don't generalize. I only generalize the specific things. Like it could be all women are emotional. That's a general statement. But I always say most women for specific things.
But why do you think that is, that they always talk about consistency? Is it because most men are not consistent?
Yes. Most men are not consistent.
Interesting.
So most women will say, because of their track record, oh, I want consistency. You know what I'm saying? But I'm consistent. But like things change once emotions get involved.
Yeah.
You could have said, I'm not a dramatic. I'm not a person that like interrogates you. I'm not this. Hit that crazy button in there.
Yep.
Touching the cervix or whatever. Hit that crazy button.
FBI and everything.
You know what I'm saying? Watching your stories all the time. Your page, who's commenting, all this stuff. And now she's like, oh, who was that? Now there's drama.
That's so funny.
You see what I'm saying? Like these are the emotions. Like this is the inconsistency.
Some girls like that shit though. When guys ask them all those questions, like, who was that? Why you not? Why they?
So some women,
some guys
women
like
look
that
at
shit
it.
too. Actually,
Some women look at it as love,
he cares. Yes,
overprotective, and stuff like that. Most IG and Twitter models, and social media influencers are opportunists or gold diggers, selling their body for the bag. Oh, I was gonna get into that. Selling their soul for the bag, doing things they are immorally against for fame, clout, the bag, the resources, and more. And this goes back to the women demanding money about to be on the cover of my book. Now let's take that woman who's saying that she's submissive. Okay, this is what I believe. I never believe words, I believe actions. I will meet a lot of women who are telling me they're submissive because they're trying to get me. But I don't believe that. I believe in actions.
Okay.
Most women who are saying they are not. And the ones who are fighting and being combative, oh no. I don't believe this. I'm strong. I'm independent. They are the most submissive. They love the hardest. They're the most ride or die. Never believe things that you see or hear. Like believe half of it. Bronx Tale. Remember?
Is this out of your experience, like this has happened to you a lot of times?
Yes, and men have told me.
Oh, okay, they've agreed with you, like they've been like, yeah,
Well,
that's true.
men come to me for relationship advice all the
Gotcha.
time.
Okay.
All the time. So like, you know, they've told me, and like to me, it's like that same woman that's saying, "Oh yeah, I'm submissive. I'm a good girl," and she's posting half naked pictures. She's showing her ass, like the video. She's in the bed with the like you know she's naked clearly because her arms could be over, and the blankets covering her boobs. Oh, I'm
You could see
lonely right
side
now.
boob
I'm lonely right now. She's selling her soul. Why? For attention.
because she's lonely.
Maybe she's looking for a sponsor.
Oh, boy.
You know what I'm saying? Like she's selling her soul. And that's how I look at it. You know, so it's like these women are dangerous to me. That's why, like, oh my god,
So
I investigate people.
do you? You're FBI too?
I investigate people because, like, yo, my energy is so potent. You know, you gotta be worthy to be in my life. The things that I'm gonna give you is so good. It's like you're gonna be thanking God every day. Oh my God, you were under my nose. Oh my God, thank you, God. You're gonna be thanking God every day for me. What am I gonna get out of that? I gotta make sure I'm protecting myself and my energy.
Yup, I was about to say that.
Because a lot of time people take advantage of you. They don't appreciate what they have. You don't see that you have $1 million that other women are chasing because you have access to me. This is one of the reasons why I canceled the exes. I don't have friends as exes. I eradicate that access.
Don't talk about that.
You see what I'm saying?
That's another topic.
I eradicate that access.
Good.
It's a benefit being here. You see what I'm saying?
So talk about dangerous women. Why do you think women hate to be cheated on, but do not mind being the woman the man is cheating with?
That's easy.
Oh, let's hear.
Because women love. Okay, first of all, women have bigger egos than men. That's number one. Yes, all women. Number one. Number two is women love honesty and trust more than Fashion Nova dresses. So if you have a situation where, let's take Dom and Estrella and Sophia. Estrella knows everything. Sophia was in the dark.
Yeah.
Through which one? Stuck between two different worlds, the whole entire book?
Yeah. Until the end, well, close to the end.
Yeah. Like, Estrella, like, why are you with him? Easy. He's not hiding anything from you. You got honesty together. Y'all got a connection. Y'all got trust. She's also, because women compete with other women, she feels like now she has something over Sophia. Because of that. Even though she got your kids in the ring, I feel like I got more. I got your heart. You see? Women think like this. They may not ever articulate it. Because a lot of women won't articulate things because they want to be politically correct. They don't want to be seen as hoes. They don't want to be seen as
a bitch.
They don't want to be seen like, oh, I'm a good girl. They don't want to be seen like, oh,
in a negative aspect.
Yes. Yeah. I really want the bad boy, but I will go out there and say I want the good guy. They don't want to be seen bad. They don't want the scrutiny, none of that. They can't handle that type of pressure. You see what I'm saying? So they won't, a lot of them will just remain politically correct.
Well, what do you think about women like that? The ones that don't mind, that are he's cheating on his chick with her and she don't mind being that chick, the side piece.
It depends the dynamic they have. You see Dom and Sophia and Estrella, they had the BDSM.
Right.
He had the vanilla with her. He was stuck between two different worlds.
Right.
Who am I going to be loyal to? But that ride or die, ex Bonnie and Clyde relationship, high school sweetheart, mother of my kids, wife. But this is my slave. This is my ride or die. Also, this is the BDSM life. This is the most potent life ever. We have so much that I can never share.
Right, with her.
You
right,
see? So I don't know that dynamic, but it's hard. But I would say those women, it's like you're never gonna be the main.
Yeah, you're never gonna be the main, that's for sure.
You know what I'm saying? You're never
Especially
gonna be
if
the
he got
main.
kids with her.
You know, he's never gonna leave his wife.
Or not until the kids are grown and out the house.
So it's like they just gotta, at that moment, they just gotta be whatever he wants her to be for him.
If she still wants to be with him.
If she still wants to be with him, yeah.
But that's
she
my
has
thing.
The choice, but
if she still wants to be with him, if she wants to be with him, knowing that he has another woman, how do you feel about women like that? Or you don't think anything about it?
I don't think anything of them.
Interesting. Okay.
You know, but that's the reason why they hate to be cheated on versus that. It's the ego. It's the ego. Oh, I'm not good enough. I'm this. But he's cheating on you. He's cheating with you. You know what I'm saying? It gives a stroke to a woman's ego. Oh my God, he's married, but he's cheating with me. I got something up on her. It's a stroke to her ego. I got one up on her. I'm prominent. You know, this guy, high status, high caliber man, I'm prominent. She automatically goes with that. It could be a subconscious thing even. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But women are always looking at other women. They're always in competition with other women. And that's what it is. That's why I feel like they don't mind it.
So our IG female, this is all female, our IG models or Facebook models, OnlyFans models. I don't think Twitter has models. I don't have Twitter, but I thought it was just like just to write in. But are all those models, are those the ones that men desire to be longtime partners with? Or allow them to meet their mother, friends, and other relatives, siblings? Or do you think that they're just for a good time? Like a smash and dash?
Good time, smash and dash. This is like all men. This is all men. Now, here's what I'm gonna say about that. An alpha man could still go after her, but he might not even. Well, he's not alpha if he doesn't do this. If he's not straightforward. If he's not straightforward, he's not alpha. But an alpha man can be like, "Hey, I just want sex. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just want to smash." She could say yes. She could say no. Yeah. But if she says yes, that will be the thing, and that's what it is. But let's say a man who, because I don't consider this an alpha male, but he makes a lot of money. He might be tall, physically attractive, muscular, tatted, whatever it is. Maybe not tatted. Physical features that are alpha. Beta energy, beta mindset. He's gonna lie. He's gonna say, "Oh yeah, I want all this other," but in his mind, after I get the pussy, I'm going ghost.
That's true.
Now, the beta males and the simps, you know, the weaker guys, the low echelon guys, the low tier guys, they're gonna look at those women like wifey material. They're gonna look at those women like, "Oh my God, she's so beautiful. I can introduce her to my mother. She's so beautiful. I can have kids with her. She's so beautiful."
So they're just looking at the exterior part.
Yeah, I could love her. This is a beta mentality. This is a simp mentality. This is a lower tier mentality, lower vibrational man. They don't know themselves. They don't have inner consciousness. Key word, lower vibrational. When you are elevating at your high consciousness, you're vibrating on a high frequency, high vibrational. You won't even put the time. That's true. I've had potential. Walked away from them, unfollowed them. I mentioned this in the show. There was a Italian Puerto Rican. All she does is date rappers and stuff. I never knew this. I saw the physical. I was like, "Oh, she's attractive." I went in her DM and I was like, "Hey, I want to get to know you. What's your mind like and stuff?" Getting to know everybody and stuff. She was like, "Oh, I gotta tell you that I like to get spoiled. I like to get worshipped."
Oh, what?
What? you must have me confused. But did you look at my page? Did you study me? Like, are you okay? I'm like, did you study me? You do realize I don't do that, right? That's what I told her. She's like, well, these guys, they do this. Sometimes I drive their car, and what? You must have me fucked up, girl.
So,
I said I'm
I
not
wish I
gonna.
could have been a
I
fly
said
for
I'm not
that
gonna pay.
conversation.
I said I'm not gonna pay anything. And if you don't want to fuck with me because of that, then I'm cool with it.
Deuce.
She was like, yeah. I was like, okay.
Wow, that's
I didn't just
tremendous.
unfollow her. I blocked her.
Yeah.
So she don't look at, because I caught her looking at my story still.
Oh, you're like, no,
Nah, I'm not giving you
no,
that
you don't
benefit.
get that no
No,
more.
you don't get that. You see what I'm saying? So I've just, I've been in situations like that where, because I'm still a man at the end of the day. I'm a heterosexual male. You know what I'm saying? I like women. I like pussy. So I'm initially, that's going to attract me. It's the allure, but it's like a book with a nice cover. That's going to attract me.
Right.
Going to make me want to buy it. When I read the literary content and it's trash, I want to throw the whole book in the garbage.
Right.
That's how a woman could be. You see what I'm saying? So I've been in situations like that. Our old school traditional parents or grandparents stayed together and perhaps are still together because they weren't looking at social media, breasts, twerking videos, and ass cheeks all day long. Do you believe this?
Yes, 100%.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
That has everybody all fucked up.
Yes.
People who have jealousy issues that go, far deep than regular, but they catch some, their boyfriend or girlfriend looking at, just scrolling or on a page looking at a girl's picture.
Women just let me tell you women something. Let me tell you women something. If you have a man that does that, because I don't do that. I never did that. I never like to give women validation.
Oh, you mean like the pictures?
Yeah, you're not gonna see me in the comments. You looking through, is discipline here? You're not gonna see me heart eye emojis. If I'm in the comments, I'm gonna be saying something like, because I've never went on a chick's half naked picture and said anything, because I feel like it's not my business. If she got a man, he should be checking her. But I went on females' pages that have posted stuff about men, about quotes. Oh, I'm a queen, and I went on them and I said, why do you deserve this? And I went on their page and I've said, do you think this is ideal in this modern day era with social media and stuff like that? Well, you're an alpha female. Do you know that you're lowering your value? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're running away from the alphas. Clearly, you're running to the betas. So do you really want this, what you're saying? These are the things that I've articulated in their comments. So me, let's say I did go on a woman's half naked thing or whatever. I'd probably tell her to cover up. I'm not on social media to be on there. They probably flag my comment. You know what I'm saying? But I probably would say something like that. Oh, perfect example. Oh, I'm glad we talked about this. I don't know if I mentioned this in the show prior, but there was a woman out there who was claiming she was sub. Not going to mention her name. She says that she's submissive. She lives a BDSM lifestyle. She posted her in a doggy style position showing her red ass.
From being spanked?
Yes, you're getting to it. In the caption, she said, my master just punished me. I went in the comments and I said, why are you disrespecting the lifestyle of BDSM? She said, excuse you? I said, why are you posting this here? You're claiming you're submissive, but this is not submissive activity. You have no right to tell me what to do. You're not my dom. Yes, you're correct. But I live the lifestyle you supposedly say you live, and I respect the lifestyle first. You're claiming that you're sub, but you're not really sub. You're an internet one, because you know a real sub would never do this. Oh, but he allows it. Then he's a simp. He's a beta. Because a real man is possessive and territorial. So how is he really allowing this? A million men can see this and he's cool with this? No way. No real man is allowing his woman to show that.
That's true.
So wait a minute. So wait a minute. Let me get this straight. I said to her, what he sees in private, he's cool with other men seeing in public? Then he wouldn't mind pimping you out. Just my opinion.
And what
I'm surprised she didn't block me.
I'm surprised too.
Another simp tried to attack me. He got in the comments. I didn't even reply to him. I'm like, in my mind, I'm talking to her. I'm not even talking to you. He's he probably a feminist male. He's over here like, oh yeah, you're right.
Try to win points for her too.
Yeah. So I unfollowed her, but she kept following me. I'm like, damn. it's only 5% who really live the lifestyle of BDSM 24/7. 95% are internet ones. 95% are just doing this to get a dom to fuck them rough, to tie them up and do it. They're not really mentally and emotional subs. Wow.
Does that surprise you? How
Yes.
little that there's people who go as hard as
Yes.
you?
Till this day.
It still surprises you.
Mm-hmm. I was like, yo, why are you not respecting the lifestyle? Oh, it's none of your business. Yes, you're right. It's none of my business. I'm not your dumb. I'm not checking you. I'm just asking you a question. Why are you doing this? You don't respect the lifestyle. You're an internet sub. You're not a real sub. A real sub would never do this.
Now, what do you think
And
about...
if a sub is comfortable with a man doing that, she should walk away from him because that's not a real dominant.
Oh, with her man. Okay.
That's not a real master.
I mean, but if that's the only one she knows.
He's not a real one.
Now, what do you think about these young teens who have social media and are getting lip injections, their butt done, a lot of work done? What do you think about that?
It's bad.
Do you think that there should be an age restriction?
The public figures, the artists, whatever, musical artists, whatever, society is making it comfortable and they're following them. That's why it's bad. Like I'm always like, I always want to talk to the younger guys. I always want to talk to the fuck the older guys. They know the right from wrong and they don't need leadership. You making mistakes at 50 years old, you're gonna keep making them.
Right.
But I want to talk to the 27-year-olds. I want to talk to the 19, because I'm 35. I want to talk to the 30-year-olds who still don't have that guidance, who still don't know themselves. If you're 50 years old, 40 years old, you still don't know yourself, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? This is the future. Future doctors, future leaders, future scientists, future whatever. This is the future. Yeah. So this is the future for women now? Oh my God. Help them. You understand what I'm saying?
Like I don't like you said, to each their own. I don't think there's anything wrong with plastic surgery or reconstructive surgery. If it's, something that's gonna make you happy, whatever. But I do think that there should be some sort of age restriction.
Here's the thing. I don't think, yes, I agree with you. I think there should be some age restriction. Because if you're doing that and young boys, like I know how I was in high school, there should be some age restriction. But let's say the ones that want to get work done, I don't have a problem if you do it discreetly and you're not flaunting it.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? When I was posting my abs, when I was posting my tats, when I was posting me flexing, wasn't I doing that for business? Yes or no?
Yes.
Am I doing that now?
No.
Why? Why?
Because it's not your business.
Yes, I'm not modeling anymore. That was the key thing. You see what I'm saying? So I have a problem with it when you're flaunting it. Like most women won't even hold other women accountable. The women empowerment will be like, oh, let her express herself. Sexual liberation. She wants to wear that see-through thing. She's expressing herself as a woman. I'm all for it. This is bad, in my opinion. They should be holding them accountable. This is part of the problem.
I definitely think women should hold other women accountable. But I think that there's, certain things that they should hold them accountable for.
Now, are these same women saying, yeah, girl, do what you want to do. Take your clothes off on social media. It's your sexual liberation. It's your right as a woman. You're going to get a real man? Are they saying that? No, because they want them to be with women too. You see? Women are building other women to be with women, not men. See what I did there?
I see that.
Yes.
Interesting.
Because a lot of women don't care to study real men. What I always see women, real men do this. How you know what real men are? You ain't even a real man. I could say what real men do because I'm a man.
That's true.
I'm a masculine man also. Dominant man to be exact. You see what I'm saying? Alpha. So I could talk about what real men do.
You could talk the talk because you walk the walk.
You see, I could talk about it. Now, people out there could object. They could do whatever they want to do. You know what I'm saying? They're entitled to their own opinion. But I'm valid to do that. I can't sit here and say, yo, this is what real women should do. You could do whatever you want to do. A real woman could do whatever she want to do. But I could tell you by doing what you're gonna do, what you're gonna attract and not attract.
Exactly. Yep.
Now, I also know what a queen does, and that's different from a woman. Because a queen is higher, just like a king.
Right.
There's different tiers of men.
Yeah, and women.
You see what I'm saying? So I could tell you, yo, how a queen should be.
How she should move and think and all that good stuff. All right.
You have any final thoughts?
My final thoughts on the internet modeling. Just don't let it get to your head. If you're doing it for fun, then just be careful with what you're doing and what you're posting and what you're posing for, and make sure your photographer if it's not yourself. And just make it, tasty, classy.
Social media models are overrated. Yes, they are. They're not really models, they're attention fiends. They're paid advertisement. But if you want to post these things and, like, Suhey was saying, have fun and do it for the time being, that's fine. But for every action, there's a reaction. This is what I always do. You do a crime, you gotta pay the time, right?
Yep.
Right? You see what I'm saying?
There's no getting around that.
Well, if you get caught. But you see what I'm saying? For every action, there's a reaction. So do whatever you want to do. Post whatever you want to post. Caption however you want to caption. But ultimately, if your child one day is listening to that type of music that you're a musical artist and you put out, and you tell her not to, you're a hypocrite. If you was twerking in front of your kid, and 2 years later she starts twerking,
yes,
you see what I mean?
Yep.
For every action, there's a reaction, and if you're gonna do that, think about longevity.
Don't be surprised.
Think about, can they see this if I get a job? If I want to go in the medical field, if I want to go into law enforcement, if I want to do this, because they do extensive background checks.
Yep. That's true.
You see what I'm saying? See, a lot of people don't think 10 years from now. A lot of people don't think 5 years from now.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But I'm trying to educate them. They could do whatever they want to do. It's a free country. What I'm telling them, it could go in one ear and out the other, because they're going to do whatever they want to do anyways.
Yeah.
But I'm urging them to think.
Yes.
I'm urging them to, okay, baby girl, you with that guy. He's dominant. He's alpha. You waited your whole life to get him. You have a nice body, nice face, and all that. He's the love. Everything is perfect. You post this stuff to become an argument. You do it more, he might end up leaving.
Yeah.
How many guys are as articulate and as vocal with what they don't like and what they do like?
Indirect.
You see, he might not be and like he might not know how to communicate.
Right.
He might not be, but he might be running through his head.
Yeah,
If she does this one more time, it's over.
Yeah. And then he won't be able to speak it, but he shows it with his attitude or whatever.
Disconnecting.
Yes.
Now she might see him. Why are you liking these pictures? I took your phone the other day and I saw you texting a girl. I took your phone the other day and I saw you liking pictures. Oh, baby, you see what you see how little things get
can change everything. Yep.
You see? Communication is so big. And this is one of
understanding.
And this one, but this is one of the reasons why I go to the vetting process of the inside bedroom list and my rules and the things I don't like, and I give them a choice. I've had women where now I felt like they weren't gonna go, but I'm the one that was like, you can leave. I felt like even though they told me they couldn't do the life, I felt like if I would have just said, well, you're gonna have to try, or let's work on it, they would have still stayed.
Really?
But there've been women in like this year who I've showed them my rules. They've told me they were submissive. Oh, I'm traditional. I do this. I cook. I clean. I'm ride or die. Showed them my rules. Oh, I don't think I could live this life. I don't think I could do this 24/7. I don't think I could be the sub for you. And I've just been like, okay, you can leave. Okay. And I unfollowed them. I stopped texting them. And so, but they still watch my stories. They still like my pictures. You see what I'm saying? I'm not holding a gun to people's heads. Back in the day, I used to be like, you're not going anywhere. I don't care. I don't do that anymore. Why? Because I want people genuinely here. So the moment they tell me no, okay, you can go. I'm not fighting.
Right.
I want to hear, I've never done this before.
But I'm
This
willing to
is this
try.
is this is kind of hard and difficult, but I'm willing to try with you. Never did this for any man, but
Interesting.
I'm willing to try. That I'm willing to put in work with, and that I won't say you're dismissed. That I won't say you could kick rocks. That I won't say, okay, bye.
Mm.
But the ones that are so, no, I gotta be honest with you. I'm not doing this.
Wow.
Your rules? No, I'm not doing this. And like, so the rules might not even be accepted. It might be like, I don't want you smoking cigarettes, but you can smoke weed. I don't want you
That's a nice trait.
cleavage
Mhm.
showing. I don't want you, like, jealousy is unacceptable. You can't touch yourself without my permission. You gotta give me, ask permission to orgasm. Like, it's not even that crazy. You see what I'm saying? You will be punished for misbehavior, verbal warning, then disciplinary action. But they're scared. That's what it is. They're scared.
Yeah. How
So-
many women
so-
do you think
so-
get disciplinary action?
So or being held accountable.
That doesn't happen.
So now it's like, no, I don't know if I could do this.
Yeah, it's scary.
So now I'm just like, all right,
Mm.
bye. You see
That
what I'm
sucks.
saying? So I'm willing to lose people.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I'm willing to lose people because I'd rather lose people for being that honest than having people stay here and faking it.
You better stop that.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So as far as the social media thing, hey, they're gonna do what they want to do, but you gotta look at. You might be single for your whole life. You might be a 50-year-old woman. You doing this at 25, 26? Okay, you might be a 50-year-old woman with 9 cats, living on your own with a toy.
There's nothing wrong
You know
with
what I'm saying?
cats.
Or fuck buddies, whatever. You're never gonna have a man that's gonna be a companion, a lifetime partner. You understand? Or here's the alternative: you're with a weak man, a beta male, a simp.
They might just.
He might be a beta male provider.
Yeah.
And pays all the bills, doesn't do anything else. Hey, baby, I heard a noise. The guy, why don't you go down and check? I'll stay here. We're in a 50-50 relationship, right? I'll stay up here. Go down and check. Now you see her with the bat going downstairs. You see what I'm saying? And then you know what they do also? They start complaining about these guys. Hey, why did he lie to me? Why did he cheat? You chose the beta male. You ran to him. Oh, why did he do this? He's not talking to me. He's not articulating. He's not communicating with me. Why? I hear it all the time. Women DM me. Why my husband not doing this? Why he can't be like you? They DM me all the time and tell me. Wow. So I'm not just talking like hypotheticals.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You're alpha female. You chose that. You got to live with it. Because they're scared of the alphas because they're going to be held accountable, because they're going to do this, because they got to bring more to the table. The betas are not going to do that. Oh, he's good looking. He's not going to hold me accountable. He's not. I don't got to do anything but cook, clean, and that's it. I don't got to bring anything else. Yeah, that's what ends up happening. These men just they gotta lead. I'll always say this: men gotta lead, and if more men lead, they know themselves and they lead, women will follow naturally, and then the world will start to change. Yeah. You hear things in China. They got academics on masculinity. The president is eradicating anything that has to do with femininity with men. Whether it's music videos, whether it's whatever rap videos, whether it's things being seen, dresses, they're eradicating that. Why? Because they're in their roles. They're trying to build masculine men and feminine women.
That's true.
Yeah. You have anything else?
No, I don't.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into the season 6 premiere. You were tuned into the Discipline Therapy podcast. Peace.